Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we're gonna have a look at the new Dota patch, 7.27. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through it, have a look at it, read it, and then see how these changes actually play out in game, and so on. We're not gonna get into every detail, because honestly, I don't care that much. But we're gonna go ahead and go through what's important, right? What is relevant to you. And so that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and have a look here first. So, hero kill base experience increased from 40 to 100. That's, yes, get more kills. Hero kill lasted gold increased. This gold rescaled, which seems to be more now. Yeah, it's more based on net worth. Right, so you will get more of a reward for killing heroes that have more money than you got before. So yeah, passive gold income increased from 85 to 95. Bounty runes are now reliable gold. Tower lasted bounty from 180 to 120, 140, 160, 180. Huh. Towers are actually worth... Oh wait, only lasted is worth less. And then neutral stacking support bounty increased from 35% to 40%. So all of this is basically saying supports have more money. And now the poor support players in the world all cry out in joy. Tears running down their face, hugging each other, giving each other kisses. For they are no longer poor. And systemic injustice has been brought to an end by Ice Frog's return. Mid lane creep chains, the camp changed from medium to small. Remove Prowler camp. Everybody push F. Adjusted low ground tree layout near both outposts to prevent channeling from low ground before destroying trees first. Remove the tree to make an opening in tree lane right of the mid radiant tier 1. Okay, now this is starting to become a little bit too much to do all at once. So let's do it step by step. Mid lane creeps camps change from medium to small. So we're gonna go ahead and what the fuck, and then gold. Give me some money. Give me the money. All right. We'll grab ourselves. What am I looking for? Boots. There we go. So this is a small camp now, as opposed to a medium camp. Also, this is the ancient camp now, so that's kind of good to know. Right? On the other side, I assume too? What is this? Yes, this is a small camp now. And then we have, this is the ancient camp, and this is the medium camp as before. Now the question is, has this changed how many small camps there are? If I remember correctly, wasn't there... No, this is a medium, right? This is a medium. Well, actually, these are hard. These are hard camps. This was a small? This is a medium. Is this just a small then? Yes. Ah, there's a lot of medium camps, isn't it? Alright, so there are actually more small camps now, if I'm counting correctly. Then, Prowler Camp Gun, adjusted at low ground tree layout near both outposts. So this is just this general area here. Right, this is not too relevant unless you are channeling this from low ground. Change the camp. Wait, remove the tree to make an opening in the tree line to the right of the mid-radiant tier 1 tower. Okay, wow, this is gonna be very specific. So let's have a look at this. To the right of the mid-radiant tier 1 tower. So it must be this. Mid-radiant tier 1? Right. Right. So is it this one? This seems like it wasn't that open before. It seems like it's this, right? Yeah. Huh, okay. So I guess it's like an extra little juking thing. What else does this do? So I can't see this from here, no matter how hard I try. So this is actually like a pretty aggressive, like I can like come in like this and then... Haha! Alright, look at that. Were the Prowlers the ones who rooted you? Yes. So, everyone, push F. Change the camp to the right of the Radiant Secret Shop from medium camp to hard camp. To the right of the Radiant Secret Shop. So this one. Yes, okay. So that's a hard camp now. Swap the hard camp to the right of the Radiant top tier 2 tower with the ancient camp in the primary jungle. Swap the hard camp to the right of the Radiant top tier 2 tower. This camp, this is the Radiant top tier 2 tower. This is to the, so this hard camp has been swapped with the ancient camp in the primary jungle, which I assume that's this. Oh man, yes. Okay, look, there's a hard camp now. Okay. Okay, it's coming together. Which does actually kind of make sense. It was a little weird that this is an ancient camp and then the other ancient camp is also here. Like, that doesn't really seem so that's I have no problem with that. It makes a lot of sense. Reduce the size of the Radiant Safe Lane Hard Camp spawn box. Radiant Safe Lane Hard Camp. So that's this one. Okay, so this one is smaller now. It doesn't really look smaller to me, but I don't really remember exactly. No, it was. Like, this thing was massive. Didn't it go, like, all the way up to here-ish? No? I don't know. Okay. Then, Radiant Safe Lane, small camp, spawn box size has been increased. So, oh, look at how big that is. Well, that made stacking a lot more difficult. Look at this. Look at how big that is. Crazy. Then Dire Safe Lane small camp spawn box size has been reduced. And these are so tiny. Huh. Wow. Wow, that is a big box though. Alright, Dota. Keep being weird. Outposts can no longer be stolen by the other team until they kill one of your tier 2 towers. So I hate this change. Alright. This change right here. I hate this one. So I think this is terrible game design. So the reason why I don't like this one is that it introduces an additional rule to fix a balance problem. It says, like, outposts can no longer be stolen by the other team until they kill one of your tier 2 towers. Right? And the thing about outposts is they kind of make sense as, like, a concept. You can go up to them, you can channel them, you can grab them, right? But nowhere does the outpost inform you when it can be grabbed. Like when it becomes available for you to steal from the enemy. And that to me is very dumb, right? I think if you want these outposts to be less easily stolen, position them closer to the base. Like maybe move this one like around here. This seems like would be a good position for it, right? And maybe move this one like around here. That way they become a lot harder to steal just because they're closer to the enemy base. Or make them not stealable at all if you want that. I think that's fine too. But saying that you cannot steal them until one of your tier 2 towers has been killed just introduces this really weird extra rule that nobody will know. And I just don't like it at all. I think this is I don't like this change at all. I think the other changes are much better, right? Like Outpost now reveals enemies channeling it. Yeah, great, do that. And Outpost vision radius is now shown by holding Alt. Right? Like, I think you could even go further with this. Like, you could say outposts now reveal in a larger area while they're being channeled. And then, maybe you can even add a feature where you can channel on them when you're around them, even if you haven't captured them yet. Now you have a little bit of an additional feature to use there that is like a global rule that makes sense for everybody and that also nerfs stealing them, that makes it harder to steal them. But this is something that is a very specific small rule that only applies in certain scenarios, right? And it's not communicated in any way. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. All lane creeps now avoid hero aggro until they are near enemy creeps, neutrals, or within 1550 range of their tier 1 tower. This active until the siege units spawn at 5 minutes. Okay, so this is so you can't snatch creeps from lanes. Like, I don't like this either. So what I don't like about this is this right here. Again, these weird timers. Make it consistent, right? Make up your mind. Choose a rule and stick to it. But yeah. So anyway. Courier, try channeling on an outpost. Sure. So I haven't killed a tier 2, of course. Target invulnerable. That's what it says. Right? Like, how does this communicate to anybody why I can't channel on this? right? If I'm a player that doesn't read all of these badly written patch notes, how am I supposed to know how this works? Like, how does this make... How is this supposed to make sense to me or anyone? Hey, Fritz! Thank you very much for the 13 months. Appreciate it. I care a lot about rule consistency, right? And just general consistency of ease of use. And this is something that I don't think works very well in favor of these elements. Anyway. So yeah, all lane creeps, yeah, this is just, you know, they ignore you now. They don't want people skipping creeps anymore. To be honest, I get why. Again, I just don't like that there's like 2 rules for lane creeps now. Career bounty reduced. Like, okay, so here's my opinion. Maybe I should like make this clear. Like, here's the thing. I do not believe that to play Dota, you need to have, or like you should have to have the Dota wiki open, right? I think to play Dota, you should be able to just play the game. And then there should be internal consistency, making it so that I can figure out the rules on my own, and they just make sense and done and great. I shouldn't have to look stuff up all the time. And this is the kind of stuff you will have to look up. Courier bounty reduced, I don't care. Flying upgrade, yeah. Courier movement speed is reduced by 15% while carrying consumables. Again, this is another extra rule. Just make the courier slower overall, right? Or, I don't know, like put a cap on how many consumables are available, right? Like, that's a rule that already exists. You can just go onto the shop and you can say, oh, I want, you know, what if there's only 15 healing cells in stock for the entire game? All of a sudden, it kind of changes things a little. Try to make things work with rules that already exist. Sorry, I don't mean to just hop on about this stuff right now. It's just like, as I see it. Armor formulas. Now, armor... Oh, it went back to 0.06 as opposed to 0.5. Armor per agility increased slightly from 0.16 to 0.1 divided by 6. Okay. Why did you go back to 0.06? From 0. So you might be like, okay, but what is this change? This change is just like, okay, so what this change does is, does it make armor more or less effective? No, it makes it more effective. Armor is more effective now, right? Because now armor gives you 6% effective HP per point of armor again, as opposed to 5%. Now, why? I couldn't tell you. That makes no sense to me. Like, I don't know why. Look, they changed it from 6% to 5%, and now we're back to 6%. And I don't know. I think it would be better if it was 1%. That would be really nice and easy to understand. I think 5% was an improvement over 6%, but now I guess we're back to 6%. I don't know. Who knows? Who even knows how armor works? This is one of those things where I'm actually not really upset about it, though, because, like, who cares how armor works, right? Like, all you need to know about armor is more armor is better. Like, more doesn't really matter that much. Tower's attack speed increased. Attack rate from 1 to 0.9, and base attack speed from 100 to 110. Tower's damage reduced. Same overall DPS, and Tower's attack speed increased, and Tower's damage reduced. Siege units' health increased by 60. So. Oh yeah, more effective and now 100%. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. They changed back to the old armor formula. That is the old armor formula. That didn't even, like, register. No, but you're right. It can't reach 100% anymore. Well, I like that. I think that formula was better. I kept saying that formula was better. I kept saying that I didn't understand why they changed it in the first place. And I still don't understand why they changed it in the first place. This formula is a better formula. Yeah, no, you guys are totally right. I completely missed that. No, yeah, no, it's back to the old armor formula. So the old armor formula is like it caps out at a certain point. This means it will, like, if you have infinite armor, you will not have infinite reduction. You will cap out. You will kind of approach infinite. You will kind of approach 100%, but you will never reach it. While with the other formula, you could actually reach 100%. So that's kind of a thing. Alright, cool. 7.28 reverted armor formula to the newer one. What if there's like two people making Dota patches and they just like one of them really likes the old armor formula and the other one really likes the new one and they just keep going back and forth fighting over it? Seems like the kind of shit that would happen at Valve. Okay, so what does this do? This makes it so towers are more efficient at killing creeps. Probably changes how you have to last it a little bit, so you kind of pay attention to that. But yeah. So, generally speaking, it's gonna lead to towers being better at killing creeps because they are not overkilling as much, right? More attack speed, less damage. Like so they are. What is the best creep killing tool, right? Is a tower that deals infinite damage. Like it has infinite attacks per second, but each attack only does 1 damage. That way, the tower will kill each creep up to the exact HP that they have, and then move on to the next one. That would be the ideal tower, right? And this is closer to that as opposed to before, so this is gonna be more effective at killing creeps. It also makes it so that Ogre Magi can go nuts with towers, but I kind of want to try it. You guys want to see a... Okay. Alright, you guys ready? Alright, you guys ready for... Alright, great hero Ogre. And then level bots. Alright, here's my Ogre. Plus 40 bloodlust. Alright. I need these creeps. I need these creeps to come to my tower. I'm gonna just go ahead and be here, like, sabotaging my creep wave. Alright, come on, Ogre. We can do this. Okay, this is kind of taking a while. You know what, maybe I should just push this down? This is gonna take forever at this, at this rate. Alright. You know what? Just spawn enemy hero. You know, that's probably faster. Alright, we're gonna go and spawn this guy here. All vision. Give bots. Item. Heart. Alright, so here's our Nyx. Yeah, this is definitely easier. Alright, so this is how fast the tower attacks now, right? Like, it is noticeable, I think. You can tell that it's faster, but it's not crazy faster. But lower base attack time means we can do this. Hey, let's go! Look at that fucking tower! Look at me go! Holy shit, man. That's pretty fast. Towers go brrr. That's right, this tower is definitely going brrr. Drive tier 2 tower. Tier 2 towers have exactly the same base attack time, so it wouldn't make a difference. Okay. That's kind of funny. Add Chen. Okay. Wait. So this gives bonus attack speed, right? Okay. Are you guys ready? Tower's gonna go brrr. Alright, this is normal tower. Tower goes brrr. Tower goes mega brrr. Alright, it's pretty fast. Not quite as fast as I was hoping, honestly, but like... Yeah. I don't know, it's just not that satisfying. It doesn't get Abaddon passive. Does that work? Okay, crate, hero, Abba? Alright. Does this work? This is another bit of attack speed. Okay. Tower goes brrr. I think this is as fast as we're gonna get it. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, I guess towers go brr. That's gonna be the thumbnail for this video, I think. Towers go brr. Okay, anyway. So, let's have a bit of a look around. Old pick drafting, I'm gonna skip this. I don't really care about this. Fountains now has Fury Swipe style attacking, increasing his damage by 3 for each hit.
Your top tower is under attack.
Awkward magnetic field? Oh, you guys want awkward. Okay, okay.
Tower is under attack.
Also, towers have Fury Swipes. Now, somebody's been playing custom games. Alright, this is all I can summon, though. Like, after this, I'm kind of done. Alright, nerds. Can you kill these nerds really quick? Alright, here's my nukes. So does this work? Let's try these individually first, right? This works. We know that one works. Can I increase this? No, this is already the maximum there. We know this one works. We know that works. I'm unsure about Abaddon. I don't think Abaddon works. I don't think Abaddon works. So we can't exclude Abaddon. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Okay.
Get your hot dogs here.
Hey, nay low too.
Good luck with Chroma.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So anyway, alright, well then. Let's get the party started, right? We give you this, we give you this. Wait. We give you that. Then we have our awkward, and then we do this. And tower goes brrrr. I'm gonna need a screenshot of this, wait. Alright. We're gonna go this, and this, and this, and then we can... Alright, wait. Man, this is way too complicated. Okay. Where's my snipping tool? Quick! Boom! That's a bad screenshot. Alright. Expert thumbnail making. This is it, man. This is how you do it. This is like real-time thumbnail making. Fuck. Alright, you know what? I don't think you can tell in the video anyway. Also, somebody's spamming this fortified shit. I think we should use glyphs. Shut the fuck up, Lionel. No, the tower died! How did the tower die? Oh, come on, man. I blame Lionel. Alright, whatever. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. We gotta keep going. Maybe we should have used Glyph. Maybe Lionel was right. Oh no. I'm sorry. This is less of a patch review, and it's just more or less fucking around with the patch. I'm having a lot of fun with it though. I hope you guys are enjoying that. I hope that's alright with everybody. I'm having fun though. So what's next? Alright, Fountain now has Fury Swipes. Okay. Do we want to have a look at that? I guess. We're gonna need some items though. Okay. Damn. It's brutal. Well, Fountain attacks pretty quickly. Even 3 damage Fury Swipes is kind of rough. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Neutral items nearby enemy range drop restriction increased from 900 to 1200. So this is a rule that neutral items can't drop if you are near enemy here, like if an enemy hero is around, I believe. So it's been increased. Neutral items will no longer drop if the nearby real hero source of kills is teleporting. Okay, so like I know I complained earlier about there being extra rules, but I would actually kind of like to just make a point here. This is an extra rule that I don't care about, right? If this extra rule or this extra rule, or I neutral items will no longer drop for Meepo clones if the Meepo Prime is not nearby, right? Like these 3 rules right here are extra rules for neutral items that nobody knows, right? Nobody knows this shit. But they don't matter. Because all they do is like they kind of like impact something in the back and they just kind of like in the end, you know, like item dropped or item didn't drop. That's all you need to know, right? Nothing else really impacts this. And as such, I don't mind these at all because this is not something the player really needs to know or care about. It's not that big of a deal. It's more like quality of life style stuff. So these are extra rules that I think are totally fine to have, right? Again, like it's just extra rules that the player has to keep in mind. Those are always a bit more difficult. Lifesteal amplification, no stacks diminishingly rather than additively. No, wait. Okay, it's just amp, not lifesteal. I can still buy 5 satanics. I'm good. HP region amplification, no stacks diminishingly rather than additively. Heal amplification, no, everything is just diminishingly now. Why is lifesteal not diminishing at this point? Alright, Necro Monocle no longer provides Ultra Aura. Movement speed and attack speed of Necro units increased with the same amount as Aura provided. Attack damage type changed from piercing to hero and damage amount adjusted such that the net effect is minus 57% versus creeps, minus 10% versus buildings, and plus 26% versus heroes. This is another one of those rules that I was talking about. That's just a bunch of bullshit, honestly, right? So in case you don't notice, but Dota actually has damage types. Like that's just the thing. I also should get my heroes out of these lanes. Like this is gonna lead to disaster sooner rather than later. So let's get them out of there, right? But Dota has kind of like damage types, and anyway, we're not gonna get into the details on it. But point being, it's kind of dumb that they did in the first place, and now they're changing stuff. I'm hoping this is a first step towards just removing them, or at least categorizing them into 2 damage types, being hero and creep. I think that would be fine, but yeah. Anyway. So in the end, what this means is necrobooks are actually buffed versus heroes, but they are significantly nerfed against creeps, which people were building necrobooks to farm, so this is what the point is. But yeah, hero and building maybe. Yeah, like even hero creep and building, that's maybe a bit much already. But like, point being, they could really just get rid of them. So. Last will no longer deals damage through spell immunity. Mana region reduced. Yeah, that's all fine. So, this right here is the good stuff. Health Dominator no longer provides a damage and region aura. Dominator now also gives the creep a buff that provides plus 40 base damage, 12 HP region, and plus 4 mana region. The 4 mana region are actually a pretty big deal. Also 40 damage. 40 damage is a lot. Like 40 damage is actually quite a bit. Holy shit. I mean, there's no global shop in this because this is peasant Dota. Alright, let me get rid of this. And there's my health to dominate him. So this guy, if I dominate this, why not? That's pretty good damage. That's pretty respectable. Give me a wolf. I want to get a wolf. Is there no wolves? Oh, this guy's gonna... Damn it. There we go. Look at that wolf. Yeah, it's still probably not good. But these honestly, the dominated creeps are starting to be quite scary, aren't they? Like now they have like a ton of HP and now they deal 40 extra damage. Like on Lyca, that's gonna hurt. Isn't it? And also it's base damage that they're given. Yeah, so something like Luna could be a thing. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, and then, Recipe is now Helm of Iron Will, Crown, and a 725 gold recipe. Passive bonuses are now plus 6 armor, plus 6 HP reach, and plus 6 all stats. This is very powerful. I think Helm of the Dominator is something that, like, I would be surprised if you don't see it all. I mean, I don't really know that much about normal Dota right now, but to be honest, this seems sick. Right? Helm of Iron Will, Crown are great kind of like build-up things. The 725 gold recipe isn't crazy expensive. And then you get an item that just has really nice all-around stats, is very affordable, and has a crazy powerful active effect for the early game. I wonder what the best creep to dominate is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those slowing creeps. Here, this bad boy. You see this bad boy? So currently it deals 8 damage, right? It has 300 movement speed, 300 health. If I dominate this guy, now it has 1500 health, deals 48 damage. And also it does more than, look at that. I think this guy has piercing damage. I think that's why it does more damage. You see how it does 88 damage? That's my, look, let me unequip this bad boy. You see how this guy does 73 damage despite having 48 attack damage? It's because this fella has piercing damage, I believe. So he's dealing more damage to creeps. Anyway. But now you have 5 mana regen and you can actually kind of spam Purge. Right before this guy just ran out of mana immediately and you couldn't spam Purge. But now that's not going to be a problem as much anymore. This is actually pretty powerful. It's got like no cooldown as well. It's got 3 seconds cooldown, 5 seconds duration. This is a very powerful slowing effect. Right? Like if I come in here, I grab this. Look at this slow. I guess this is a good ability. I wouldn't be too surprised if you see a lot of this fella running around. Okay. This item is good. I like this item. It's very powerful. Then we have new bad boy, Vladimir's. And by new bad boy, I mean old bad boy. Yes, bring him back. No longer provides armor, no longer provides stats. Provides lifesteal and damage and provides mana. So Vladimir's is back to the good old days where it deals damage. Where is it at? 15% lifesteal, 18% bonus damage, and 2 mana regen. Doesn't provide anything else. Yeah. Build up is fine. It's a bit expensive, I think. I can see how this would be good with the Helm of the Dominator, though. Like, I can see the synergy between these two, but like on its own, Vlad seems a little bit weak. 18% damage, it's not that much. Like, even when Vladimir's gave like 20%, it wasn't really that good. Like, not for the damage. The lifesteal was nice. But then it also gave armor, which is a big addition there. Drum of Endurance now requires Crown, Sage's Mask, Windlace, and a 600 gold recipe. It no longer provides 20 attack speed. Aura provides 6 attributes, 1.5 mana regen, 20 movement speed. Attack speed bonus increased to 45. And active movement speed increased to 13%. So what's Drums up to these days? Gives 45 attack speed and 13% movement speed to nearby allies for 6 seconds. So overall, this thing's been nerfed, right? But it's cheap. Wow, Drums is cheap. It's like the cost of boots. This is actually really good. Huh. I think this item is actually really good now. This seems really powerful. I kind of want to play Lycan now. I want to get like Helm of the Dominator and Vladimir's and like fucking Drums. Right? It doesn't have charges. You can just have however many of this. No, it does have charges.
Your middle tower is under
Does it?
attack.
Why does this item not say that it has charges? Dota, please. What the fuck?
Your middle tower is under attack.
It just straight up doesn't say anywhere that it has charges.
Your middle tower is under attack.
It's in small under the name? Where? I don't see it. Like, if you buy it, yeah, but in the shop it doesn't. Come on, Dota! Don't you think this might be relevant information? I was looking at this in the shop and it didn't say anything about charges. I assumed it just didn't have charges anymore. Oh my god, Dota, please. Alright, I still think it's pretty solid though. 6 charges is enough. Buckler, armor aura reduced, mecha, provides, now requires buckler instead of chainmail. Yeah, why didn't it? Like, what the hell? It seems like the first item that would do that. I never got that. Now provides free armor aura. Yes, please. Guardian, yes. Yes, good, good, good. This is actually pretty good. No longer provides +4 into all stats. Alright, but the free armor aura is pretty nice. Crimson Guard no longer provides +3 into all stats. Cooldown reduced. Lots of stuff losing its +3 into all stats. Blade Mail now has 500 gold recipe instead of using Robe of the Magi. No longer grants +8 intelligence. Armor bonus increased. Now has a passive component that returns 20 plus 20% of the attack damage active. Return damage reduced from 100% to 80%. So this is the big one that everybody's been freaking out about, right? So let's get rid of this guy. Bye bye. There we go. So this bad boy here. Now if we, you can see now if Roshan attacks us, Roshan takes damage, takes 20%. 20% of the damage dealt to us, plus 20. As you can see, it's like practically nothing. But it also then says you can activate it, of course, and then you get the old Blade Mail effect again. The return damage from all sources increased by 80%. Now, here's the big thing, right? So like, the 20% damage return in general is actually really, really solid. Like, this is a good effect. Like, it's less good against Roshan, but like if I'm just chilling here against these creeps, it actually is pretty significant. Right, as you can see, it does tick them down. And this is gonna be the kind of stuff that increases your farming rotation by just enough for it to be relevant. Now, people were stacking this when it got released. If you go on Reddit, you can see lots of, you know, screenshots and videos of it. But when this patch got released, you could stack them, and then you could have 5 blade mails, and whenever you got attacked, you returned 100% attack damage. That's no longer true. You can no longer stack them. Now, when you activate Blade Mail, right, it now gives you 80% damage return. And this is kind of like an important distinction. Blade Mail was actually nerfed against spells. Right, against spells, you no longer return 100% of the damage, you only return 80%. But against physical attacks, you now return the same amount you would before. So in that way, this Blade Mail effect is very much more centered around fighting against right-clickers as opposed to just kind of fighting against everybody, which it was before. Which is interesting. Its stats are really solid. I think this is the kind of item you would expect, like you can now expect to see just kind of sort of casually picked up. It's pretty cheap. Like, this is the thing. It's 2,000 gold for 28 damage. That's actually good. Like, if I buy a Demon Edge, like, that's 42 damage, and it doesn't have the active effect. Right, like, 7 armor is also just totally solid. So, the Blade Mail, I think, as a whole, it's been pushed more into a niche. Like, it's been pushed more into being specifically against right-clickers. But as a result, it's also gotten better at that specific thing. Last patch, it gave you 36 damage on Intiros. Yeah, look, I'm not saying that it's bad in the last patch. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. I'm just saying that it's like, now the idea here is really more about kind of fighting against right-clickers. So, this may sound odd, but I wouldn't be too surprised if you see this on like a Juggernaut. Right? Because on a Juggernaut, you get a ton of armor. You get 7 armor, 28 damage. That actually adds up really nicely. You already got inbuilt attack speed. Then during spin, you activate this, right? I mean, like, you can't, like, magic damage return isn't really that good anyway. But people are gonna probably be attacking you, and then you return that. And it's just kind of like all around solid. Like, so this won't be too surprising to me to see on a hero like Juggernaut. Now, people are talking about Spectre. I don't think this is actually that good on Spectre. I wouldn't buy this on Spectre. The previous Blade Mail would have been better on Spectre than this one. And people didn't buy that, did they? So, I don't really get it. Like, I feel like Spectre doesn't really have 2,000 gold to just toss around. If I'm gonna buy something for 2,000 gold in Spectre, I would rather make it Helm of the Dominator. So in that way, like honestly, the damage return isn't that crazy significant for a hero like Spectre because she wants to outlast you. For Spectre, I think you care more about having, you know, like the big stuff. Anyway. So, Vladimir. Blitz Knuckles. New basic item. Costs 1000 gold and provides 35 attack speed. Alright. So, first of all, we have... Where are they? Shit, where is it at? There we go. Blitz Knuckles. 35 attack speed. So... Why do not 2 of these combine into a Hyperstone? And then 2 of those into a Moonshard? Do you not see how that would be kind of cool? But anyway, setting that aside. Appreciate the beauty of that, of how smooth that would be. But yeah, and then a bunch of stuff now requires Blitz Knuckles, like Monkey King Bar. And Orchid, yeah, whatever, these are just balanced stuff. This right here now, Shadow him in a Cloak and Gloss of Haste. And this right here now, Shadow him in a Blitz Knuckles and Broadsword. Right, so like this is where the Blitz Knuckles come in. Echo Saber is now only applied by real... Slow is now only applied by real heroes. As opposed to fake heroes? I assume... Is this about illusions? I assume this is about illusions. Monkey King? Oh yeah, I was wondering because I didn't think illusions applied Echo Saber. So it's about Monkey King. Why do you say this so weirdly? Is this about anybody other than Monkey King? Just say it doesn't apply by Monkey King. Why are you saying it's now only applied by real heroes? Like, fuck. Like, is the Punisher not allowed to use Echo Saber? Like, what is the point here? I don't understand this language. This... Who was this written by? Batman? What is this bullshit? Okay. Alright, Silver Edge. Silver Edge now requires Echo Saber instead of Ultimate Orb. Now, that I like. I think that's cool. Ah, that is nasty, though. 40 damage, 45 attack speed, 12 strength, 10 agility, intelligence, 1.5 mana region. Keeps the other benefits from components. Ooh. They might as well have put that one on the slog. That is nice.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Don't forget Tiny Axe. Why does Tiny Axe not work with this? Is Tiny Axe not a real hero? That's still cast by Tiny. Wait, is this trying to say that this doesn't work with Tiny anymore? Because if this is what you're trying to say here, you couldn't have come up with a worse fucking patch note if you tried. Alright, we're gonna have to test this stuff. Honestly, this is... What is this patch note? Holy shit. I can't get over how bad this patch note is. It's only applied by real heroes. Oh my god. Thanks, Superman. It's like, is Tiny not a real... I don't know. Is Bear a hero? What does this mean? Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and just... Let's try this shit out, because this makes no sense to me. Alright, here's my Echo Saber, here's my Aghanim. And then... Alright, so Tiny, are you a real hero? Yes, you are. Okay, good. Can you patrol? No. Alright. Well, that still works. That still works. My Irish Snakes, I like beating up Nyx. Stop judging me. Who doesn't like beating up Nyx? Alright, so you're still a real hero. Good. Alright, so these are not real heroes then. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but I just... Like, why? Okay. Great hero alone. Did that work? No. Oh, it gave one to this anyway. Lone Druid! Spirit Bear is a real hero! Ah, it warms my heart. You know what? I knew that already. You have always been a real hero to me. Aww. How nice. How beautiful. Who else could this apply to? Like, does anybody have an idea what other, like, who are they talking about other than Monkey King?
Hey Bummy, I love your content.
Hey Frost90682, thank you very much. No, thank you, I appreciate that. It's just Monkey King, right? Like, does this apply to anybody else? Aquan is ranged, it doesn't work on Aquan. Like, it doesn't work on ranged heroes in the first place. Like, I don't know. Illusions, it didn't work on illusions. It never... Oh, sorry. Just almost slammed the big bottle of water on my keyboard. It never worked on illusions. Meepo, it has never worked with Meepo. This is either there's a fake hero in here somewhere. There's somebody else in here that's a fake. And I don't know who it is. Or they could have written that patch note under Monkey King instead of making this weird ass thing that they did here. Maybe it doesn't work with Ricky because Ricky is a villain. This is the dumbest thing. This is the worst patch note they have ever written. This is either the worst patch note or it's the best one. Hey Admiral, thank you very much for the 7 months. Appreciate it. Right, but this is either the single worst patch note or the single best one. Like, I can't get over this. Slow is now only applied by real heroes. It must have been Batman. That's the only logical explanation. They have Batman over there writing the patch notes. Because none of this makes any sense otherwise. Maybe it's the preview for the upcoming Dota X Marvel crossover where you can play as fucking Magneto and then you can't use Echo Saber on him. Because he's not a real hero. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is this? If I play Comics Heroes Wars and I pick Thanos, can I then not use Echo Saber? Oh my god, this is the funniest patch note. I'm sorry. I hope you guys think this is as funny as I am. I do. Why is this not on the Monkey King? Why did you not make a Monkey King patch note? I don't get it. This doesn't affect the hero other than Monkey King. Oh. Okay. Hey, let's move on. I could keep laughing about this patch note for another 5 days. Try Alquarten with Lycan Bite. That is so unbelievably legit. I need to try that. Holy shit, that is so next level. And if it then works... Look, if they considered that, and then it doesn't work, I will shut up, take everything back, I will delete my lies and apologize, for I have been wrong. So, create hero.
Prepare for battle.
Next enemy, create hero. Lycan. Give bots item Ags. That doesn't work because it's ultimate scepter for some reason. Ultimate. Okay. And then we level bots 25 and give bots a heart. Alright, there we go. So we need an Echo Saber here. Alright. Where's my Echo Saber? There it is. Okay. So we do this. So you can see it doesn't work. Right? Because we're ranged. But if I now level this and I bite you, and now I'm a melee hero. It works! Oh my god! You are such filthy liars! Oh my... I am so mad! I am so mad! I am so mad now! This is such bullshit! Oh my god. Wasn't it about the slow? Oh shit! It's only about the slow. Oh crap, I didn't check for the slow. I mean, obviously the slow will work. Right? Like, I have zero doubt that the slow is gonna work. But I only checked for the double hit. You guys are right, so that's my bad. Okay. Okay, and then... Alright, wait. Let's maybe start here. Okay. So we need an Echo Saber on this guy. So. We summon this. We bite here. Oh my god! Oh my god, the slow actually doesn't work! Oh my god! The only thing funnier than the slow working would have been the slow actually not working! I can't believe it! Oh my god! Alright, Valve, you win this one. You win this one. You were right. Okay. Okay. Does it work? Wait. There's one check. We need to check one more thing. Would it work on the actual Arc Warden, or does it bug because I'm turning a ranged hero into it? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe they considered this. This is the only cornerstone scenario in which this patch note is more accurate than putting it under Monkey King. This is it. There's no other scenario. I can't believe it. Oh my god. I apologize. I'm sorry, Valve. You were right. I was wrong. I was wrong. You were right. Oh, I apologize so much. Alright. Okay, let's have a look at what else there is, though. Does it work on Lone Druid in wolf form? Well, yeah, that should... I mean, that's just fine. Okay. This scenario is so dumb that it should have been just, like... Just Monkey, like Echo and Arc Warden. Well, the thing is, though, that this scenario is so absurd, but because this scenario is still true, this patch note is, strictly speaking, more accurate. This is a better patch note than putting it under Monkey King. I can't believe it. This is the dumbest shit. Okay, let's go. Alright, these bad boys now give less stats, but give damage and HP regen, armor and attack speed, and mana, regen, and spell up. Wait, do I buy bracers on agility heroes now? Because, like, this gives the same amount of damage. Right? Like, if I'm laning, what do I care about? I care about damage, right? I don't really care about agility. I don't really care about anything else. Right? This is 5 damage on my agility hero. And this is also 5 damage. This is +2 agility and +3 damage. Right? And then I get some health regen, which is more useful than armor at this early stage. And I get more strength. Wait, doesn't this just make bracers better than than Wraith Bands? Why would I ever buy a Wraith Band? What? That makes no sense to me. But 5 attack speed? Who cares about 5 attack speed? 5 attack speed doesn't matter. Alright, well that's kind of dumb. Yeah, buy bracers on your agility heroes. Like, why would you buy a Wraith Band? Bracers the same amount of damage, it's just more HP. Yes, it has already become a meta now. Oh, people are already doing it. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Like, that seems obvious. Why would you not? Like, I mean, even I noticed that. Null Talisman grants mana regen and spell up. Yeah, I think this is solid. Like, 0.6 mana regen is, like, super solid. That's good. I might even slap, like, Null Talisman into an inventory now just for the mana regen. Alright. The stat order is wrong here. It's the same for all 3. Oh, yeah. Wait. According to these patch notes, all of these items give the same stats now. Strength, intelligence, agility. Null Talisman gives 5 strength. Wraith Band gives 5 strength. No, you know what? I'm gonna have a look. Valve already beat me at the patch notes once. Maybe they weren't lazy and dumb. Maybe they actually changed how the item works. And nope, gives 5 agility. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Gives 5 agility. Ah, nope, this is 5 intelligence. Alright then. Well, there you go. There you have it. Buy bracers on your agility heroes now, by the way. Alright. I don't care about any of this stuff.
Echo Saber
Hey.
should henceforth be known as the item with the best tooltips in the game. Did they add the note to the tooltip? Also, what the hell is this patch?
Hey, Admiral. Wait, let me check. Did they add it? Yeah, slow is now only applied by real heroes. You know, I feel good about it. Now I can play Arc Warden and get bitten by a Lycan. And say that... Wait, does that mean the Arc Warden illusion is like a villain? Twist villain? Alright. Health regen, yeah. This is all shitty stuff I don't care about. Unbroken speed, recipe cost, yeah, it's just minor stuff, right? Kaya no longer provides mana loss reduction, instead gives mana regen amp. I like that a lot more. I think mana loss reduction is such a weirdly specific thing that I don't think applies in a lot of scenarios, and it's just like odd. And I think just making sure you have more mana regeneration is more universally applicable and just kind of generally feels better. Because I feel like sometimes when you you bought a Kaya, it felt like, well, they don't have any mana burn. Like, this aspect of the item just isn't useful. And now they kind of twisted that around. Like, it serves sort of the same purpose against mana burning teams, but it's more useful in general. I like this a lot more, makes a lot more sense. And then Sanction offering spell lifesteal amplification. Okay. Soul Booster now provides 10% magic resistance. Bloodstone now provides 10% magic resistance. Octarine Core now provides 10% magic resistance. Cooldown reduced to 85. Wow, that's a pretty big job. That's a pretty big reduction. Voodoo Mask. New base item grants 12% lifesteal. Spell lifesteal. Costs 900 gold. Okay. Octarine Core now requires Soul Booster, Voodoo Mask, and 900 recipe. No longer provides bonus intelligence. So let's have a look at Octarine Core. This is something I think people are already curious about. But Octarine Core now gives 425 health, 425 mana, 10% magic resistance, 25% spell lifesteal, and 25% cooldown reduction. So this is something that I actually... I don't know how I feel about this. It makes it a lot more of an early game item. Like, you can actually kind of build into it now. I mean, look at this. Right? It's like... 900 gold here, you've got 900 gold here. Like, the most expensive part of Octarine Core is now 1200 gold, right? The fact that the most expensive, like, this is something that's a really big deal to keep in mind, right? Like, if Radiance had a build-up, instead of a Sacred Relic, you bought 15 Iron branches, no. What's worth 3,800 gold? Let's say instead of a sacred relic, you bought 2 mithril hammers and a recipe. No, that's already too expensive. What would make sense? You bought 3 broadswords. Let's say you bought 4 broadswords. That would make the item a lot stronger. That would be a huge buff to it, because then the most expensive item is 1,000 gold, and that's a lot easier to get. Like, the build up like that is very important. This change makes the most expensive part of Octarine Core 1,200 gold, and actually makes it so, in my opinion, that this item is something you can now consider getting relatively early on. Now, the question here is, of course, well, who wants it now? I mean, like, does the mana really matter? I think the heroes that would want it probably want it more now. Like, if I'm playing a Death Prophet, what do I care more about? 25 intelligence? Or do I care more about having an easier build-up and 10% magic resistance? I think I would much rather have the easier build-up. Right? Like, that sounds great. I can, like, and it's cheaper. Right? So I buy my Yules and then I get it. Bristleback can maybe use it now. Right? It's just much less of a commitment as an item. I've seen people say that this is a huge nerf to it. I think on certain heroes, like for example on Alina, I can see this as a nerf. But I think on a lot of heroes, this might actually be a buff. More expensive? No, it's cheaper. It's 5,000 gold now as opposed to 5,900. That's pretty significantly cheaper too. Like, I feel like most heroes that would buy an Octarine Core, they are very likely to get something else that gives mana anyway. And since you already have something else that you have mana, which is usually your early game, whether that be a Bloodstone or Lincoln's or like a bottle and 15 mangoes, right? Whatever your mana source is, usually a yours, will already be good enough to kind of carry you, right? And then you can just use this. Also, this is better on Perma-Dragon form, Dragon Knight, which is really the only thing that matters to us. So we're gonna, yeah, that's really what matters, I think. So I think this is actually a pretty nice buff. I've seen people say this is a nerf, but I don't agree. Weight of Discord, attributes reduced, recipe cost reduced, cooldown increased, spell amplification reduced. So it's much cheaper now. How much cheaper? How much cheaper? What is it at now? It is 1,500! What the fuck? Alright, guys, get ready to get blown up by Zeus. Oh, God, that's gonna hurt. Oh, no. I don't know if you guys have been in Weight of Discord metas. But, oh, God. Oh, I don't wanna. Think about this, alright? You get yourself Zeus, you buy yourself 3 null talismans, you get yourself boots, bottle, and a Veil of Discord. It's just, you're just dead, right? Like, you can't get near him. You can't get, a guy has infinite mana, a shit ton of, like... no, that already sounds disgusting. Like, no, does that not sound, that sounds just gross to me, honestly. So that's a big oof right there. Let's maybe have a look at how much damage this actually is. I'm sure you guys are interested. So let's create ourselves a Zeus. Let's create ourselves a Zeus. Okay. There we go. Item. We're gonna give him... Yeah, we're gonna give him 3 of these. And then,
Your middle tower is under attack.
1 of these. And then, we'll just assume he has boots and bottle, right? And we'll create a hero. And then we'll level bots. Let's say we're level 8. Alright, level 8 sounds about good. So we've got 2 points into this. We've got this maxed out. We have a point here and we have a point here. Does this sound about right? Alright, just... like, this is about right. And look, I know this guy will probably have some stuff. But let's just set that aside for now. How much damage is that? Well, that's gonna be fun. Oh, man. Give that Nyx free braces? Sure, we can give the Nyx some items. So Nyx has free braces now. This is a pretty tanky boy now. Right? So, get ready for that.
Your middle tower is under attack.
This is not an unreasonable item set for this point in time now. Right? I mean, it's a bit expensive, but if you have a good early game, you can make that. So, yeah, have some fun with that, honestly. This is probably not gonna last. Okay, what's next? Holy Doki can now target allied units with the magic stick active. Cast range 500. So I saw this, and I was really excited, and then I saw 500 cast range. 500 cast range is terrible. Alright, let's have a look at 500 cast range, right? So we've got a Spirit Vessel. Oh, I have no charges. Free spells. What? Shit, that's the wrong item. There we go. Look, they look very similar and they're right next to each other. You can't tell me that these two things don't look similar. Alright. So I can activate this now, right? But like 500 cast range. Look at this. Look at how sad this cast range is. If I'm this far away from the Zeus, I can't use it on him. Yeah. Like, sure, the heal is nice, right? Like I can get behind the heal being nice. But it's not even that good, and like, I don't know. I do not think this ability, this active effect is that strong. I don't know why they made the cast range so low. They're probably just being very careful with it. I think this should have 1200 cast range. Like it has already. It's a nice synergy there, right? Because, you know, 1200 AoE and you know, and so on. Try max charges. Alright. Alright, let's do this a bit quicker. So that should be enough, right? Alright, so we've got our 20 stacks here. So this is what it looks like. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not that good. It's not great either. Like, it's just like, it's pretty mediocre. Like, I feel like for how bad this heal is, it didn't need that lower cast range. Hyper speed attack speed bonus increased from 55 to 60. Azul Cross attack speed bonus, aura bonus increased from 25 to 30. No longer provides stats. Yeah, nothing provides stats anymore. Attack speed increased. Battle Fear now requires Claymore instead of Mithril Hammer. Yeah, thank you. I like that a lot more. Like, Mithril Hammer felt awkward. That doesn't make any sense to me. Broadsword damage reduced crystal is. Yeah. Has a 500 gold recipe. Oh, that's a pretty significant nerf, actually. Meteor Hammer. Recipe now. Perseverance Crown, 250 gold recipe. Is that much cheaper or is that more expensive? Wait, is that the same cost? It's about the same. Plus 18 total attributes, 6 mana region, 2.5 health. 6 health region, 2.5 mana region. This seems worse. It's worse, right? This is worse. A is slightly cheaper. I don't know. I just get Lycan to bite you so you can run over there really fast. Or Lycan bite would definitely do that. Spirit Vessel no longer has a heal reduction aura. Soul release region increased. Soul release DPS increased. Enemy HP region reduction increased. Yeah, that's fair. Freezing aura now also applies 25% heal reduction in the area. Hey, Unicorn Pants 1. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. I like this a lot, actually. Like this right here. This is really neat. First of all, Shiva Scout always felt like it was like So Shiva's Guard was an item that's like, it's been pretty much the same since the early days of Dota. Like, when I started playing Dota, Shiva's Guard existed pretty much like it did until this patch. Like, there's been like no changes to it at all. I started playing Dota a long time ago, right? And so this makes sense to me though, because like actually in Dota, healing reduction is associated with cold. That's a thing. Because the first healing reduction that we had was Angel Apparition Ultimate. So it makes perfect sense to me to place it on Shiva's Guard. I think it would make more sense if this was placed on the active component instead of the aura. And now Skadi, yeah, you're right. Like Skadi now has it too, right? So like, I think that's all very reasonable. Cold in Dota means less healing. That also kind of makes sense. Why does cold embrace heal then? Well, I'm not saying that cold can't mean healing. I'm just saying that cold can mean less healing. Right? Like, you guys, come on. Anyway. But yeah, so this kind of like makes sense to me. I think it would make more sense if it was applied on the active, which I think would also be kind of cooler. It gives it more of like an active component. But I can deal with this. Dagon. Yes! Dagon now provides stats! I can now officially buy Dagon for stats! Let's go. Alright, Heart of Taras no longer provides 10 health regen. Now passively provides 1% health regeneration. While out of combat provides plus 50% health regen. Amp, strength reduced from 45 to 40, recipe cost increased. Okay. So this is where we gotta get. So this video is gonna be long. Oh wow, we're already way over an hour. Well, didn't plan on this being that long, but I guess that's what we're doing today. I don't know. It's been fun though, right? So anyway, let's get out of this mess and let's maybe load into a different law. I gotta admit, we spent like half an hour laughing at Echo Saber only works on real heroes. Can't believe that Valve won that one. But anyway.
Prepare for battle.
Alright, so here's our Earthshaker, right? Just max out. We're gonna go and get a heart. So right now you can see with 86, 86 regeneration. If we get attacked, this goes on cooldown. So now we have 57 regen. So something that's changed very drastically about this item is you can see that now 57.7 jumped to 86.6. It's actually not really that much of a difference anymore, right? Like, the thing is that the natural, the regeneration provided by it while you're in the middle of combat, as opposed to out of combat, is not that drastically different anymore. Now, let's say I have my Earthshaker here, right? And let's buy him some items, right? What would our Earthshaker have? Maybe this bad boy, maybe this bad boy. Let's say our bad boy likes you know, wants to be a bit tanky. Why not? Like, let him go a bit wild. What else would our Earthshaker have here? Whatever. Let him live the dream. There we go. Well, pretty tanky boy, right? So you can see we've got 121 health regen now, and if we get hit by this, we go down to 80. 80 continuous during a team fight is actually pretty significant, right? Hey, Lord Sexy, thank you very much for the 29 months. Appreciate it. Now, if we have a look at a bit of a different build here. This is just mostly for my curiosity, but let's get a Holy Locket. This provides self HP regen and lifesteal amp. So we get this, and then we just stack some hearts, and now we have 195 health regen. And if we get attacked, we have 150. So even if you go absolutely wild with it, it's just not that good. That's why they made it diminishing, right? This patch also made all of this stuff diminishing, so I can't just stack it. Yeah. I mean, we can try it on like a Dragon Knight or something like that, but I mean, if we want to go super wild, like what hero has the most strength? Is it Sven with ultimate, or is it just Centaur naturally? It's probably Sven with ultimate, right? Alright, here we go. Hold that bad boy up to max. Get this, activate this. I gotta get a few of these. So now if we have our enemy attack us, we drop down to 170. Which is quite a lot, of course. Like, that's a good chunk of health regeneration, right? Alright, there you go. 200. I think that's about as high as this is gonna go, though. Sorry. Not what I wanted to do right there, but I will. But yeah. So anyway, you can have 200 health regen. I mean, this is naturally not an actual build. It's not actually good, but it's kind of funny, I guess. Overall, so why was this change made? If I were to guess, I think it's to make it so that team fights can be a little less swingy. What you could do with hard before is, you know, you take damage, and then you see, okay, well, shit, this is not good. I'm gonna go ahead and disengage. I'm gonna get out of the fight. And then you leave, right? If the enemy doesn't catch you at that point, if they give you, I don't know, about 15 seconds, not even that, 10 seconds, you can actually re-enter the fight with nearly full HP. And that is a pretty big deal, right? Like, it kind of makes it so that your opponent has the choice between, like, super committing to kill you, and if they can't, then they probably just lose, right? They just kind of lose the fight, because that's a big punishment. That's really, really punishing. It's kind of a problem. So I kind of like what they're doing here, is that they're essentially saying, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and make this a little less swingy, right? Because you still get a benefit if you're out of the fight, but it's much more controllable. Now, is this more interesting? No, it's way less interesting. It's fucking lame as shit. I do not like. So I get what they're doing from like a design balance perspective. It makes sense. It makes sense. And if hard is a problem, I get it. It's a shame it makes the game less interesting though, because the previous hard was more interesting in my opinion. Oh well. Scotty, heal reduction increased. Quelling Blade, melee bonus damage reduced. Range bonus damage increased. You know what? Quelling Blade, by the way, like, ranged heroes should start buying Quelling Blade. What? It's 130 gold for 6 damage. Tell me one thing that's gonna give you that much damage for 130 gold. Ranged heroes need to start buying Quelling Blade. It's just, like, it's just so cost effective. Alright, like, is there anything that's as cost effective as a Quelling Blade? I just don't think so, honestly. Alright, then there's a bunch of shit here that I couldn't care less about. Oh, blessing cost reduced, I guess. That's kind of cool. More cost effective than branches. It is the most cost effective damage. Like, people just don't buy Quelling Blade because they think Quelling Blade is like a melee item. Right? But like, it's time. Like, the thing is so cheap now, and 6 damage for 130 gold is worth it. If this item just said, right? If this item wasn't Quelling Blade, but this item was Swelling Clade, and it was a 130 gold item that gave ranged heroes plus 6 damage, people would buy this all the time. Like, they wouldn't think twice about it. Buy Quelling Blade on ranged heroes. It's time. The time has come. Alright. Hand of Mice is more effective now. Refresher, cooldown reduced. Ultimate Orb Chiba. Push F. Nullify projectile speed increased. Cooldown reduced. Smoke up the seed cost reduced. Cooldown reduced. Cost reduced. Yeah, just make supports more. Give them more money. Give them more money, right? Move from miscellaneous shop category to equipment with the other attack speed items. Okay. Pickup range for mangoes is changed. Now has a minimap icon. Anybody else really curious to see what that's like? Okay. Item. My code compels me. Oh, it's just a mango. Alright, well there you go. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. I was kind of hoping they would put a bit more effort in, but it's just a mango icon. It's just cut out. That's lame. I'm not impressed. Iron Talon, active damage, no longer... Yeah. Is there anything interesting in here? Cooldown increased, not reduced. Okay, yeah, here's the interesting one. Pirate Hat. No longer steals cooldown kills, can be activated for bounty runes with 100% success rate. Cooldown 40. Alright, I'm gonna do the thing. Alright, this is the thing that everybody wants. So. So we level up to maximum. Item, pirate. Yar har. Fiddle lady. Item, refresher. And item, refresher. Shard. And item, shovel. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Alright. We dig? No, none of this. Okay. Refresh. This does not refresh my... Fuck. Alright. And there's first bounty. We summon this. Didn't get a bounty rune. Nope. So just assume we got lucky and we got a bounty rune. God damn it. Alright. Oh yeah, Ex Machina. This refreshes items, right? Except refresher orb. Does that work on items in the backpack? Alright. Okay. So, there's another bounty. Very good. We summon this bad boy. Again, we're kind of cheating a little bit. Nope. There we go. There's another bounty. Right, in theory, you can do all of this in one cycle, but you need to get lucky. Nope. Alright, we'll do this again. Oh wait, they ran out! Fuck! Alright, there's another bounty. Alright? I guess we'll do these rune forges at the end. Alright. Now we just have to do this 5 more times. Because now we can refresh. At this point, the thingy would be on cooldown, right? And we can now use... We can use this to create ourselves a bounty rune. And then we summon this bad boy. And we do this to create a bounty rune. We do this to create a rune. And this is a bounty rune. And then we can refresh here and create another one of these. And we resummon this guy. Who doesn't have any of a shit refresh, but whatever. This is another bounty rune, and then we do this, and then we dig some more here, and we do another one. Anyway, you get the idea, okay? It's dumb. You gotta get really lucky. Yes, hello, Bean. Yes, hello, Coco. You get the idea. You have to get really lucky, and then you can have a bunch of bounty runes. I'll be completely honest, I don't feel like sitting here for 50 minutes and creating a bunch of bounty runes, because I'm pretty sure the guy on Reddit that did this cheated and just summoned 12 bounty runes, because that's how many you can summon, and then pretended that he got them all at once, right? In theory, we can summon 12 of them. In actuality, we are not going to, because this is gonna take forever, and I don't have time for this. And this video is long enough already. Okay, I think that's it. Yes. Good. Talking about that, we are done with this video. That's it. Unless somebody else has anything else they want to mention. No? Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video if you got this far. Tomorrow on stream, I'm gonna be doing the Chroma Bloom and Blight update video for June. So please show up for that if you're interested. And yeah. Anyway, look forward to Dota X Marvel. I personally know I'm looking forward to that crossover. I'll see you around. Goodbye.